In the last segment, I colorized the home of my dreams. Like the colors, but I want to play with them a little bit, get some ideas on what I might want to do. I don't have a degree in color theory. I need some help here. If you followed these lessons from the beginning to the end, you've seen me click this button before. It's for live recoloring. Let's select what we want to recolor, which will be our whole house. That house is still a live paint group. Doesn't have to be. Doesn't have to be, but it'll work even though it's a live paint group. Go up to this button right here. The Recolor Artwork dialog box works with live color. For example, if you want to change the harmony that we used, you can click here and choose something else. See if you like just some of the basics. If you ever want to get back to what you started with, well, that's a good looking house, isn't it? Click this button right here. And that'll take you back to your original colors. We do have buttons over here that allow us to do things like new color groups, create them, which we're going to do. Here's the one we've been using. Deleting color groups over here, and this button right here is saving changes to color groups. You have presets over here if you want to get into like a 1 or 2 color or 3 color job, like a 3 color spot job. The colors over here for automatic, we can choose auto color systems from 1 to 5 to all. Over here are the current colors we're working with. You can double click on any one of these you want at any time and change the color over here to reflect the colors that are in the image. Down here, these aren't available yet because of the way we're working. But this one over here allows me to randomly change the color order. This button over here allows me to randomly change the saturation and the brightness of the colors. And of course, this one right here allows me to look at and select a specific color and then come over here by double clicking and then maybe change that color and see what it does to the image itself. You ever want to go back to your originals, just click this button right here. So we're kind of back to where we were. You can select a color from this set up here and change it down here using sliders. You can click this button right here and actually go into other libraries that you have available. And you can click this button to change the color set, going into CMYK, Web, RGB, LAB, whatever you need to do. Of course, this button allows you to see it before and after. And again, if you don't like it, just click this button and go back to the way we were. What's left? Click the button over here that says Edit. This is kind of fun. When you get into Edit, you're going to see your colors in this big circle. And those buttons represent the colors that we're using. If I come over here and move it, rotate it, you'll notice it is changing just that one color. So I can look for the colors, identify them by these buttons, and actually move them to change each one individually based on a color wheel that's based on our color set. Over here, if you click this button, it actually snaps them into a pattern. This one will show them to you as bars if you want that too. This button right here, if you click it, will lock the harmonies. So if you actually move one, they're all going to move. Gives you great ways to experiment with color, but staying within harmony rules, which is really nice. Turn that back off again. You can work with them individually. If you click this button, you can add a color tool. And if you click that button, you can remove a color tool. In all, let's say we're happy with what we did. We like this. We can come over here and click and create a new color group, which is one we made. When we click OK, that color group is now added into our swatches panel. We could, if we wanted to, add that to the Cooler set by going to the Cooler site and actually adding it in. And we talked about that in the last segment. So there you go. Live Trace allows me to work on things live, Live Paint, and now Live Color. 3 amazing features in Adobe Illustrator that really give you exactly what you need without having to have a degree in color theory.